Hello, and welcome back to Broken Boys. This is episode 156. I am Mike,
I'm Colin.
and yeah, today we're going to talk about some sweet treats. The highly anticipated Snack Brack Part 2. Um,
Yeah,
part
yeah,
Part 1 was 3 months ago, which kind of shocked me when I looked that up. I feel like that was
yeah.
a couple weeks
No,
ago. That's
yeah, I can't believe it's March next week. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's also pretty wild. I agree. But yeah. But before we get into that, how's your week been?
It's been okay. Um, Work and school, you know the vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, what happened? I my education teacher was not there this week. She was in London with the um teaching majors uh, study abroad, who like
Oh,
do
okay.
their student teaching abroad, which is a thing you can do,
Oh,
which
interesting.
yeah, which is kind of cool. I learned that you could do that like last year. I was like that'd be kind of cool, but also like you know if your like major is like history or whatever, and like you're and
Oh,
you're
yeah.
just been learning like American history, then it's like trying to teach like Spanish or fucking British students about American history.
Yeah,
It's
teaching
like,
them about the war of American aggression.
yeah,
Yeah,
the war of northern aggression.
yeah.
Um, yeah, but yeah, she was over there, so we didn't have that class on Tuesday, but then um, we did on Thursday because she had like her a teaching assistant or something
Mm.
being there for our like small group discussion or whatever. But for that class, we had to read an entire book this week, and I have to write a review for it.
Right, I remember you
We
mentioning that last week. Yeah.
do on Sunday night, which great.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be more upset about that if the book was not good, but luckily the book is interesting.
That's good.
Um, yeah, it's I don't know if I talked about what it was last week, but it's called Refugee High. It's it's about a bunch of refugee students who are like enrolled in this high school
Mm-hmm.
in like Chicago,
Okay.
and it's a real it's like all real people and like shit that really happened,
Oh.
and it was like the author was like examining just like taking just learning how this shit happened and everything.
Yeah.
And it happened when we were in like our junior year of high school.
Oh, wow. That was very recent.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like some of the stuff she like talks about, like the Trump administration and
Hmm.
their
That would have been that
rules
year, I
about
think, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
like it was like the rules about like immigration, their stuff like that.
Yeah, because that was really early on. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, and I'm like, damn, I remember all this shit.
Yeah, that was like one of
But,
the first big things he did as president. I remember that.
yeah, but yeah, and there's like surprisingly a lot of fucked up shit. Like one of the kids in the book gets shot
Damn.
and like doesn't die, but
Mm-hmm.
um it's still like damn dude. And like a couple of the characters, like a couple of them were like almost forced into like an arranged marriage by their parents, and
Hmm.
um one dude was from Guatemala City, and there's like a gang there called like MS-13 that like and it just went into like gruesome detail about his past, the people he witnessed die and shit like that. And I'm like, oh my god, dude! Like,
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, that gets
um,
rough too when it's, based on real people and probably real stories too. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So it's a good book, but it's heavy.
Yeah.
And but yeah, I got to do that. Other classes are okay. I had my take home test for my history class that I did on Tuesday or Monday,
Hmm.
and that I think went okay. Um, I really bullshitted through that essay portion, um,
Yeah.
but hey, here I am.
You're still here.
And yet, um, uh, otherwise, work has been okay. I had two of my coworkers just like thought I was bi.
Oh.
Um, I came in on Max's break one day, and they were just all sitting together, and I went and I walked in, and my coworker Rebecca, she goes, "Hi, Colin. Are you straight?" Or she goes, "Are you bi?" And I'm like, "No, I'm straight."
Believe it or
and,
not.
and they were like, "Hmm." Like, did did what vibe? What vibe did I give off? Like, I
Yeah.
don't know. But they were just like, "Oh,
I don't know either. I've definitely gotten
hey."
that question before too, but I understand it more for myself than I do for you. So
I guess I'm just flamboyant.
I guess so.
Um, yeah, but yeah, that was funny. And then yeah, played a little bit more of The Last of Us Part Two with Max, and
Right.
witnessed the big thing. Though she had spoiled it for herself, it was
Right.
still it was still a big moment, and she was very excited. She's just very excited about the Dina and Ellie relationship and everything. But
Hmm.
yeah, that's fun. And then did I do anything else? Not really. Just hanging out, getting excited about my own projects that we'll talk about.
Yes, we will.
Hence the profile pictures. But
Hmm.
I listened to the new I don't know from album.
Hmm.
That's what I listened to this week, but well, we could talk about that.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah. What?
but how was your week?
Uh, week's been a little weird. Um, I don't know. It's just kind of been an odd week that I don't know what to make of. I don't really
Mhm.
have much to say, but I worked on throughout a lot of this week. I got a lot of progress done on a new plaintiff song.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, I don't know, something. I got to some point in the production earlier this week where I was just like, okay, now this is like a really good skeleton. I'm gonna just like hyperfixate on this for the next couple days, and I did. And Yeah, I'm really liking how that's going so far. Um, and I did send it to you guys and a couple other people as well. Um,
Mhm.
Getting positive feedback so far. I'm really proud of it. So
It's really good. It's really really good.
yeah, I'm excited
For
to.
all those for all those plaintiff heads out there, it's a lot different from coping mechanisms.
Yeah, I
Get
mean,
ready.
I wouldn't say a lot different, but maybe it is different. It is
It
different.
feels different though.
Okay, I mean,
Like
that's
it's got a
fair.
different vibe.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, hey, that just means I'm progressing. We love that. Um, and Yeah, there was that. Didn't really do all too much, except for that on Wednesday? No, Tuesday. Tuesday. On Tuesday, our band that was at our college, well, still is at our college, but that I was in, um, this time last year went on tour, and they actually toured up near us. They went to a few of the towns near us, and I was able to catch their show on Tuesday night.
Oh
So
yeah, I was wondering why you were at it.
Yeah,
out there.
yeah. But yeah, they were touring their material up there. And went to go catch that. Got to see my band director again, which he actually recognized me quicker than a lot of the kids did, which was,
Oh,
kind of nice considering I only knew him for one semester, like actually knew him. Um,
yeah.
but he allowed me to. Well, first he gave me like a hug and asked how I was doing and all that kind of stuff, and he said if I wanted to go back to the band room and talk to people, I was welcome to. So I
Oh,
did that and got to see some of my clarinet buddies, catch up with them a little bit. Um, then I watched their show, and it was a really good show. That was their fifth performance in 2 days, and it
oh,
was at like 7 p.m. by that point. So
jeez.
their last piece I could tell was like a kick in the ass. Like it's probably one of the most difficult things I've heard our school attempt to perform, like orchestra, choir, band, all that stuff. Um, and they I shouldn't say attempt because they did do it. They did it very well, but as you know, my musician ears and like knowing what to listen for with my clarinet friends, I was like, yeah, they've definitely played this 5 times in 2 days.
Yeah.
But it was a really good concert though. They did like a Sigur Rós song as one of their pieces, which is kind of cool.
Uh,
You've heard of Sigur Rós before, right?
yeah, I've heard of it. I don't know what
Yeah,
it.
it's
Heard
kind of.
of it.
I haven't listened to much of them either. From my understanding, it's like kind of ambient post rock type stuff. So really vibey, really like progressive and stuff like that. And yeah, it was cool. They did a lot of cool stuff. Um,
That's
but yeah, that was pretty nice. Um, then yeah, honestly, that was most of the week that I'm gonna cover on pod. um,
cool.
yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, there was some other things going on that mental states going a little like you know little loopy, but things happen, and yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm okay. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much all that I did this week. I think. Let me just make sure. Yeah, that was pretty much it. But I also listened to the new "I Don't Know How But They Found Me" song or album. Um, and that. Do you want to talk about that? I guess real quick.
Yeah, we can hop into that.
Yeah. I guess since I transitioned into it, I can start. Me
Yeah.
personally, I was not really a big fan of it. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really feeling much of the singles going into it. I liked Infatuation, but the other ones I just weren't really clicking with me, and I kind of found throughout the rest of the album it just wasn't really clicking with me personally. I didn't really like I like some of the direction it was going, but I thought it was just kind of weak in general. And like, I once again, I hate to be that guy. I think I said that with one of the singles, but the mixing just was really getting to me on this too. A lot of the like, I don't know, it felt very thin throughout, and like the drums were very distorted and like just kind of like strangely amateurish for like the mix. It just felt strange. I don't know. I just wasn't really enjoying it that much. Wasn't really my thing, but I can see why someone would like it.
Yeah.
um, but yeah, how are
Yeah.
you
Well,
feeling about them?
I did enjoy it.
That's good.
I had a good time with it. It's definitely not as good as Razzmatazz, and I can see why, because he had to deal with the whole falling out with Ryan or whatever
Yeah,
his name. So I can see how a lot of that could have had an impact on it, especially since that news only came out like midway through last year or whatever.
that's right. That was
Um,
pretty recent.
so that I can see how that might have changed the direction of everything. Um, but um, uh, it yeah, I don't know. I had a good time with it. I liked the opener a lot. Um, and that little interview we did on YouTube with whoever, I don't know. He was talking about oh what's it was man, the one that he said that, Satanic Panic. I think that's the one
Hmm.
he said that was like he was like really interested to see how people liked, because he liked that. I think that was his favorite, Dallin's favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I liked that one a lot too. There were a couple that I'm not huge on. I'm still not huge on Gluten Down Brads. I think that's the weakest single and also the weakest song on the album.
Yeah, I would agree with that from when I listened to it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I liked Speak of the Devil, 6 Feet. I thought was good. Um, and I also thought that Sunny Side was a little weak, as well as the closer, Idiots of Oz. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Overall, though, I had a good time with it. I really liked Downside and how I liked that like looping, the kind of thing. I thought that was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, I can see why you don't like it, but I don't know. I had a good time with it. I think it's okay. I'll have to give it a couple more listens, but
Yeah, me as well.
uh,
I only listened to it once. So
yeah,
yeah.
but yeah, but I was also a bigger fan of the of Infatuation and What Love. So I get it. You're a nerd and you don't like the
I
mixing
know,
or
I
whatever.
know, I know.
But
uh,
yeah, I don't know. Check it out if you liked Razzmatazz. But
yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
um,
But
but, hmm?
if you, oh, sorry, I was just, you go, you transition. I transitioned into the last one.
I was just gonna, before we get into like 21 Pilots
Mm-hmm.
stuff. There was Billie Eilish put out a like an Instagram story or an Instagram post that said her album is mastered.
I did
So
see that. I forgot to write that down, so thank you for mentioning that.
so that's cool. New Billy soon.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if you saw it, but do you remember Bryce Hall, the Viner
Yeah, kind of.
guy?
Kind of.
He so the People's Choice Awards were this week,
Uh-huh.
and there was a video of Billy like talking to a friend or whatever, and she was like, why are there TikTokers here? Um, which,
Hmm.
like, fair question.
Yeah.
But Bryce Hall, he put out a TikTok and he was like, what the fuck? Like, I used to be a Billy Stan, but like, I'm sorry my presence, upset you, because
I
that we were invited personally.
I would expect
Um,
nothing less from influencers being full of themselves.
yeah, but it was just like, dude, come on, it's yeah, um, loser.
Yeah.
That was funny. So new Billy soon, uh, and that'll be cool. There was also a new MGMT album that dropped today, Lost
Yes.
Lives, I think, that people were excited about, like like one of the most anticipated albums of this year, I think, on Album of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
And I plan on checking that out, but I saw that came out as well.
It's actually already got 1K reviews on it. Pretty positive
Wow,
too. So
that's good.
for one day, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that is. That is. But hasn't it been a while since they dropped anything?
I think Little Dark Age is their last. Here, let me check. Yeah, Little Dark Age 2018 was their last one, so
Damn. Yeah.
makes sense.
Uh, but yeah. Also, I saw that Scrapyard got a yellow flannel,
It
so
did.
that's
Do you want me to spoil the score that he gave it?
yeah, good.
He gave it a light 9. Yeah,
Wow, good for Quad.
yeah, Quanka did. Quanka did.
Conker did that.
Um, yeah, I mean, he gave like I didn't mean to haunt you like a strong 7, and then this one a light 9, which I feel like that isn't correct, but it
Should be
is.
reversed,
Yeah,
but
maybe. It is a very very good mixtape though. So like, I'm just happy to see you know again love.
yeah, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I saw that. I saw him put out a tweet that was like, "I'm wearing this yellow flannel too damn much."
Yeah.
Um,
After
but
Vultures, he's just giving out all the love.
yeah, well,
Hmm.
he saw the light. So
I don't think we ever talked about that whole like Twitter drama he got into with that album
no, we didn't.
by calling it
But
unreviewable. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, we also didn't talk about Drake's penis, but
Right.
some things just need to wait.
Yeah. Not much to talk about if you ask me, but You know.
Yeah, I mean, I thought there was a lot. That was pretty big news.
Oh, oh, I mean, um, average news, you know. But but yeah.
But anyway, speaking of
Transit.
Drake, 21 Pilots.
Yeah, I was gonna say like similar thing. Um, yeah, as you could see in Colin's profile picture, which is of course our two favorite men next to our three favorite men. Um,
Yeah,
yeah,
wait,
21
wait
Pilots.
for it to collab.
Oh, I hope.
Um,
Yeah, I really hope there's an AJR feature on this one.
AJR with Palmini production.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
No, Paul Meany with AJR production. That's what we
Oh yeah.
need.
Bring Mute Math back, but it's just AJR and Palmini.
And Tyler does a rap verse over it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we talked about it last week that there was some teasing going on. I think the logo that I have as my profile picture was released by the time we did our podcast last week.
Yeah.
But um, now we're in full fledged mode. There
Yeah. Yeah.
was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Uh,
Yeah. It was.
they released a thing saying like next week, stuff's gonna happen. Here's a recap, and they basically just did a they've been doing cryptic lore shit since like 2017, 2018. um,
Yep.
and it's been the most cryptic thing that they've never talked about. Pretty much, it was just all
Mhm.
for the fans, all for fan theories and building a world and building lore. And really cool stuff. One of the reasons why I and Colin always say that Trench is one of the best album rollouts I've ever been a part of. um,
Yeah.
but they've been doing this whole lore thing for a while. But they kind of directly addressed it and made like a 4 minute video just recapping, catching everyone up to speed on all of the Dema and Clancy and Bishops and Vialism, all
Yeah.
that stuff. Um, and yeah, I mean, it's super cool. I think I'm not. I've been seeing some people say that at some point Tyler has talked about that this last album is going to be a little leaning into the lore a little bit more than the other two
Uh-huh.
have. So I think that's kind of cool that they did this so that way you don't have to do all this digging and understanding to understand what's going on in this album. You can just kind of watch this 4 minute little video.
Yeah.
um,
I mean, you either watch Brad's 2 hour long lore
yeah,
video or you watch the 4 minute video that Tyler did.
yeah, yeah. Pick your poison. But,
They're both great. So
yeah. Yes. Um, but yeah, I mean, we got first glimpse at the new era. With Tyler putting on a little red mask thing,
mhm.
red and black mask. Got blurry face paint on him. It's got a little bit of a darker synth sound happening. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm pretty excited. I'm really. I
Um,
mean, I'm very excited. I'll be. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. I'm giddy as can be, baby.
Yeah.
Fucking whenever 21 Pilots does a little thing, my I got goosebumps watching that video, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I fucking
Yeah. The ending
I'm a
of it.
little
Yeah.
yeah, I'm
Really.
a little simp. I'm a little simp.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, fucking, and also just like this whole week, my TikTok feed has been 21 Pilots, 21 Pilots,
Oh, me
21
too.
Pilots, 21 Pilots, and it's like, I love this. What's going on?
Yeah. All the clickies getting back together.
I know. It's like, oh, a lot of people are like, oh, my 21 Pilots phase is defrosting. I'm defrosting. Like, oh, now we like 21 Pilots, huh? Now we like 21 Pilots when this song was out.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
saw somebody who was like ranking the songs off of my favorite 21 Pilots album, and it was regional at best. But I was like,
Mhm.
ooh, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, I've been getting a lot
Um,
of stuff about just like even like the deep cuts in their discography. I'm not sure if you've been getting that, but like I've been
yeah.
seeing people like discussing and loving Clear from Regional at Best. I'm like, bro, I've
Uh,
never heard anyone talk about this song in the clip before. This is like
I've
crazy.
been getting like anathema, kitchen sink, that
Yeah,
kind of stuff,
I've been
and I'm
getting
like,
those too.
holy, what is going on? Like,
I don't know how it got to our For You page somehow, even though I mean I haven't been consuming 21 Pilots content on TikTok, but
yeah,
I'm not
it's
complaining.
just they're listening to us, and
Yeah, it's Dima.
hey, hey, I'll take it all.
Yeah, me too.
And after I retweeted that fucking the 20 Pilots video that they put out,
Mm-hmm.
and I got off work and I was just looking at my Twitter feed, and it was all just like people talking, like theorizing and talking and fan
Mm-hmm.
art, and I'm like, oh, I missed it. I
Yeah,
missed it so much. It's just I missed my people.
yeah, it
Um,
is nice.
it's so sweet, and it's not without its scaled and icy hate from people.
Yeah, there was a lot of slander of skill and I seen.
And it's like, I get it, I understand. It's not as good as French. It doesn't sound as good,
Yeah,
and some of the songs are mid, but it's like, hey, it's for the lore, baby.
it's for the lore. I also think it's fun, and
Yeah.
I still vividly remember when that album came out. I think it was wait, was that when it came out? Maybe it was the year after it came out. But it was like there was like one day where I drove to school and it was like the first warm day in forever. And I just listened to that with just like nice sunny summer weather and I'm just like, dude, this is how this album's meant to be consumed. Like
Yeah,
it's
it
just
really
summer
is.
fun. It's summer fun.
Yeah, and hey, that fucking takeover tour
Yeah,
was the best show I've ever fucking been to, so I can thank
that's
Psy for
right.
that as well.
That's right. Yeah, that
Um,
was Takeover, yeah.
yeah, fucking, I'd love 20 Pilots so much, man. I don't know, like and when this single drops next week, best believe, and
Oh
I'm
my
I'm the
god.
I'm,
Oh my god. You're
I'm
gonna
up first next week,
It's
baby.
always you. It's always you. It's never me. I
maybe we
heard
can do maybe we can do an unprecedented dual
No,
song of the week.
I'll find. Maybe they'll do a jumpsuit Nico and the Niners type deal.
Yeah,
Throw us a bone.
I, I was I was I was telling Max about how I vividly remember the day that Jumpsuit and Nico and the Niners dropped.
Oh yeah.
It's like, still apologizing for the person I've become and will become.
She hasn't seen the half of
Um,
it yet.
no, no, no,
There's
no.
not even music yet.
Just wait, baby.
We're talking to me or her right
uh,
there. Um,
both.
okay.
Uh, but oh, I forgot to mention in my week. Yesterday, Zane texted me after I hadn't talked to him in a
Oh,
while, and I was like, "Oh, hey," and he was just talking about like, um, life and everything,
yeah.
and he was like, "Yeah, I mean, is McDonald's hiring?" I was like, "It's always hiring, but
hmm
it's McDonald's." So I might, and he has an interview on Sunday, so I might have a little Zany working with me.
Wow. I once worked with a little zany.
Yeah,
That's how I met him.
perfect.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
he reached out to me today as well, just kind of
yeah,
catching up talking as well. Yeah.
yeah, we were talking about Fortnite and
Nice.
yeah, and festival and everything. Lady Gaga is in Fortnite now, so
Wow. I saw
yeah.
her tweeting that out or that like I don't know, she's like never played a video game before, but here you go or
Oh,
something like that.
that was Kesha. Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah, that was Kesha.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Kesha hopped on Fortnite to be Lady Gaga,
Oh,
which was
maybe that's how I got confused.
fun. That was funny, but
Yeah.
I the weekend was in the item shop for like 3 months straight.
hmm
Um, and I just did not have enough time to buy them, unfortunately. But maybe next time.
Yeah.
Um,
It's
but
just it's such an odd sentence. Sorry. You'll have yeah, maybe I'll buy
didn't
it,
have
but
enough time to buy the weekend.
yeah, I'll have to buy the weekend, you know.
Oh,
It's just
sorry. It's still February.
it
That
is
probably
yeah.
should.
Yeah.
Cool.
We
But I mean, they put anyway. Uh,
we were doing so well. But
I know. I lost my streak.
yeah. Yeah.
Shit. Anyway, do you want to hop into the snack brack too?
Yeah,
Snack brack
we
dotes?
probably should. Uh,
And
Attack of the Snacks.
yeah.
Snack of the Bracks. I don't know.
Back to the snack brack.
Yeah, exactly. Well, today we're going to talk about some sweet snacks as opposed to savory snacks that we did last time.
Yeah.
The way I kind of defined this for the picks that I gave was like something you pick up like in like a gas station for a road trip, or like something you bring into like the movie theater. Um, just kind of sweet snacks, you know? Um,
I kind of kept it in that realm, but there were a couple. There's like maybe one thing that I was like, it's not technically, but
that's fine.
it's a sweet treat that I was like,
Yeah,
that sounds.
we can break some rules here. We'll have some fun.
Yeah, there's no rules against us having fun.
Yeah, not yet.
Not yet.
Oh, wait.
Um,
Actually, speaking of fun, I probably should have done this sooner, but I did add something to the server, and just wanted to.
oh, did you?
Yeah. Oh, it didn't go through.
Oh,
Well, if you want to go through into the soundboard,
oh, what'd you? Let's see. Where's this number? There it is. I can't hear it, but
oh,
I know it's there. It's there, and that's all I care about.
it is there. You just can't hear it. That's fine.
It's okay.
Yeah,
Sometimes it does that.
yeah.
I'll hear it. I'll hear it at some point.
You'll hear it when you watch the episode, right?
Yep. I was actually re-listening to our Taylor Swift artist analysis,
Oh, nice.
and I was like, "Oh, man, times are so simple."
Yeah,
Uh,
just 10-hour-long plus albums, you know.
yeah. All right. Well, you ready?
I am ready, Freddy.
All right. That's not my name, but
That's right.
our first our first matchup is oatmeal cream pies versus zebra cakes.
All right. Um, right out the gate, I'm not really huge on either of these.
Um,
I've had both of them before, but they aren't really my go-tos ever. I don't know. They're just not in my genetics or something. But
your repertoire.
my repertoire. Um, of these two though, I would probably choose the oatmeal cream pie over the zebra cakes just because I do think they're pretty good. They're just I don't know, they're just never something on my mind of wanting to get, but I do enjoy the taste of them. So
Okay. Well,
no.
I love both these things. Little Debbie, that's my girl right there.
Mm.
Um, but and I love the texture of a zebra cake. It's a nice little sweet, spongy treat. But oatmeal cream pies are what I grew up with. Um, I love they got that the smell of those motherfuckers,
Oh yeah,
dude.
those are good smells.
Oof, good smells. And man, that marshmallow cream, oof, it's
Yeah.
gas. But yeah, I grew up with oatmeal cream pies. I love zebra cakes, but yeah, I'm definitely going oatmeal cream pies as well.
All right.
So, alrighty, oatmeal cream pie moves on to the next round, and our next matchup is
Mm.
gummy bears versus chocolate dipped pretzels.
Ooh, this is a hard hitter early on for me. Um,
Mm. See, I'm not. I like gummy candy, but when it comes to gummy candy, I usually lean more towards sour.
right.
Um, and sour gummy bears aren't really my thing. If I'm gonna get a gummy bear, it's gonna be Albanese. Albanese
Mm.
gummy bears. That's a fantastic brand. I've been to the factory in Indiana. Um, Albanese factory. It's cool to see the little gummy bears be made.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Haribo gummy bears are trash. They're too hard and they don't taste good. Um, but I love a chocolate dip pretzel, brother. I love that sweet and salty mix. Whether it's rods, whether it's regular shaped pretzels, whether it's like those little circular bitches that are just dipped in chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Ah man,
Is that the
I love it.
scientific term?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You can ask Snyder himself. Um, but yeah, it's definitely chocolate dip pretzels for me. I love a chocolate dip pretzel.
Huh, I'm honestly still trying to make up my mind over here because I love both of these. These are both
Mm.
fantastic to me. I can take a gummy bear in any shape or form. I agree that the Albanese ones are by far superior, but I still love me some Haribo. I gotta be honest.
They're too hard, bro. I can't do it.
Get better teeth or something. I don't
Oh,
know. Drink some milk, strengthen those teeth bones.
you're right. Eh?
Um, but I don't know. I do love me some gummy bears. But chocolate dip pretzels I also love for the same reasons you were saying. I mean, there's some that are better than others, depending on the quality of the chocolate.
Mhm.
But I honestly think I'm kind of a gummy bear guy. I gotta be honest. I'm a little. It's the chocolate dip pretzels are very good, but I feel like I can down a bag of gummy bears, which is not good. But I after a few chocolate dip pretzels, usually I'm like, okay, I kind of get it. I don't know.
What? But also, like gummy bears have so many flavors that are kind of like, ugh, these aren't like the pineapple ones have never been great.
Low key, I don't know if I'm gonna sound insane for saying this, but when it comes to candies that have like multiple flavors, so like say like Skittles or something like that, my brain doesn't really process the separate flavors between the candies.
Oh,
I
what?
don't know if that's like I don't know, a bad sign on
Well,
my end, but
well, it's kind of I kind of see where you're coming from in the way that like fruity cereals, every color is the same flavor.
yeah.
Um, but like that doesn't go with gummy candies are different flavors, but
I I
like blue
don't know.
raspberry tastes different from green apple.
I don't know. Sometimes if it's a distinct flavor, well, I shouldn't say sometimes. If it is a like distinct flavor, like I can tell. But I don't know. Like I feel like there's one taste to gummy bears, but maybe
Maybe
I'm
your tongue
crazy.
checked out. Maybe you're just tasting gelatin. Maybe that's what you're
Maybe
tasting.
maybe. But
But all
anyways,
right.
so what happens when we have a tie here is we're going to do a little verbal game of rock paper scissors, and we're going to do that, and then whoever wins has their pick go on, and then we alternate between each disagreement from here on forth. So, all right, are you ready, Colin?
Yep.
I will say shoot, and after shoot, we will say our thing. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot, paper.
Rock. Damn it.
Hey, sorry. The Bears move on.
Hey, it's all right. It's all right. I'll kill you, but it's all right.
One day.
One day. How the podcast that.
We gotta do a grand finale somehow.
Very different things here, but
Yes.
we got Boston cream donuts versus bottle caps.
Yeah, this is an interesting matchup.
Yeah,
Um,
bottle caps are pretty ass, dude. Like when you
what?
included, oh yeah, when you included those, I was like, all right. Like
Ah,
I'm okay with bottle caps. I like the root beer flavor. Um, and the orange one's good, but I don't know. They're never something that I'm like I could go for some bottle caps right now, you know. But I love Boston cream donuts, dude.
Boston cream donuts.
um, I fucking whenever I go to Dunkin' or like get fucking donuts from a grocery store, dude. Like I love I love that cream filling.
Is
They're
there
just
what's the difference between a Boston cream and like an eclair? Are
uh
they like the same thing?
not much, not much. They're pretty similar. The custard might be a little different.
Okay.
Um, but and like eclairs are usually chilled. But
Okay.
yeah, they're fairly similar.
I'm just more familiar with eclairs, but if they're basically the same thing, then I'm just gonna judge it off that criteria.
Oh, okay. Well, let's hear your argument for bottle caps here.
I mean, I like all the flavors, honestly. The only one I'm not huge on is the cherry. I do think the cherry is kind of ass. But like the root beer and the cola ones are so good, and the grape and the
Yeah.
orange ones are also pretty good. I don't know. This is just always one that this is like a childhood nostalgia one for me a little bit, um,
I will
because
say the box is pretty great.
yeah,
I love the box.
I love them. And when I was a kid, I was like, oh my god, I'm having soda, but I wasn't. I was having
Oh,
candy, which is probably just as good. But like I don't know, I have a really strong nostalgia for them, but I will agree when it's going up against arguably the best kind of donut. Uh,
yeah.
yeah, it has to go to the donuts there. I don't love them to that extent, but I do have a warm nostalgia for them.
Yeah, nah, man. I love Boston cream.
Yeah.
All right. Next we got shit. Next we got
Shit.
Sour Patch Kids versus straws.
Mm.
Mm.
I know I've gone first for a couple of these, but if I can just say real
Go ahead.
quick, um, I think Sour Punch straws are kind of ass. I don't know.
What?
I have them, and maybe they're good for a couple bites, but something about like the acidity or something, it just leaves like this really weird bitter taste in my mouth that I do not like. And Yeah, I'm not a fan of them. Sour Patch Kids though, pretty good, pretty good. I do like me some Sour Patch Kids.
Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah,
Sour Patch Kids.
Sour Patch
Um,
Kids. It's like an Eminem flow.
um, man, I don't know. Sour Punch straws were like the first sour candy that I think I really ever had, and so I have an attachment to them. Um, I have a vivid memory of going to the dentist when I was a kid, and then there was a candy store right next to the dentist,
Uh-huh.
and my dad, probably not the best move after taking me to the dentist. He took me to the candy store, and I got some like blue raspberry or green apple sour punch straws.
Mm-hmm.
And we went home and played Battlefront 2 on the PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
Um, so I have good memories associated with sour punch straws.
Hopefully you didn't.
They are.
Sorry, I was just
Hmm?
gonna say. Hopefully you didn't confuse your floss with the straws.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I've never flossed a day in my life. But
Yeah.
uh, but they are. I can see where you're coming from. They're not like the best sour candy. I don't know. I like them because I have good memories and nostalgia. But Sour Patch Kids are one of my favorite candies of all time. So, and they just taste better. And you can't tell me all the Sour Patch Kids taste the same.
You'd be shocked. They
They
do.
taste so different from each other.
I,
All right. Sour Patch Kids with fun. All right.
uh,
Next we got another weird one: powdered donuts versus Twizzlers.
yeah, and something I didn't think about. I guess powdered donuts could be defined in a couple ways. The way I was thinking of them when I pitched them was like the little powdered donut balls, like the donut holes. Yeah.
The little white ones, the little white
Yeah,
powder,
yeah, the little white powdered one, little
little
cocaine
nose candy
balls.
donuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can go first on this one because I've gone first.
I think powdered donuts are ass. I hate them. I think they're gross. I don't think they get everywhere. Um, they don't taste as good as the other donuts. I think they're just a waste of space in the donut world.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but it's just the truth. They make such a mess, and they don't even taste that good. Twizzlers, though, another childhood favorite of mine. Go to the store. Um, allowed to get like one candy. I was either getting cookies and cream Hershey's, or I was getting Twizzlers. Um, and yeah, I love a Twizzler. Twizzler haters, go fuck yourself. They taste good. Max just raised her hand to be a Twizzler hater.
Oh man.
Um, but it's okay. We can work that out. Um, um, but yeah, I love Twizzlers. Never had a red vine in my life, but I'm I don't like the the look of them. So they just look too what's the word? They're not glossy. They're the opposite.
Uh,
Like unlike Twizzlers.
they look too authentic to like something that could be real.
Yeah, and I just don't like. That's not what I want to put in my body. But
Yeah, you want
uh,
some shiny plastics.
I want some cables in my body right now. But yeah,
I never
fuck
real.
butter donuts. I'm going Twizzlers.
Sorry, that's such a good comparison. The Twizzler really is like a cable, like a
Yeah,
cord you plug into something. It's like the
it
same texture. Um,
is.
yeah. That being said, I agree with you on the Twizzlers sense. I do think you're slandering the powdered donuts a little bit. I mean, that powdered sugar, it's nice. I like it when it's a little condensed form right there, and nice when it's a good quality donut ball, just good cakey, bite. Um, but I don't know. I like me a good powdered donut every now and then. They're nice. And if you're at like a little gathering, you just kind of snack on one. Um,
Hmm.
but
If I'm gonna have a donut hole, though, I'd much rather have like a glazed or like a chocolate one than a powdered.
the chocolate one I can understand. I feel like the glazed donut holes. It's weird because I do like glazed donuts a lot, but the glazed donut holes feel, I don't know, just
It's gotta be from Dunkin'. I don't like glazed donut holes anywhere else.
I'm not sure if I've had the
But
Dunkin' ones.
yeah, I love a munchkin. So
Okay, yeah. Well, anyways, I probably would also give this to Twizzlers, though. I also think Twizzler haters can go fuck themselves. And
all right,
yeah.
Max. Um, just talking about Blizzard haters. All right. Oh, okay. Here we go. Whoppers versus Chips Ahoy Chewy. You can go first.
um, these were both my suggestions. And to be honest, I kind of threw them both in here as somewhat wild cards for myself because I'm not really huge on either of these. Um, Whoppers are my mom's favorite candy. She really likes getting them for like movies and stuff like that. And that's another candy that gets a lot of hate that I don't think it completely deserves. I like the little malt ball taste. Uh, they do feel very artificial, but they kind of got a nice little charm to them for a few of them. But Chips Ahoy Chewy, I don't know. They just have this really weird, inauthentic taste to them that I do not like. The texture of them is just like, I don't know. It's strange. It doesn't. It feels so processed in a way that a lot of stuff usually doesn't. Like I don't know. I feel like I'm eating something straight like from a factory, and not in a good way. I don't know. So because of that, since I do enjoy Whoppers on occasion, I would have to go with the Whoppers.
Yeah. When I saw that you suggested both of these things, I mean, I could see you liking either of them, but I was like, Whoppers?
Yeah, that's
Really?
mainly why I did it because it's my mom's favorite.
I was like, oh, so that's sweet.
Yeah.
But Mrs. Mike's mom, that's a interesting choice there.
Hmm.
Uh, I think Whoppers are okay. I like the texture of them when you bite into them. But and also like getting them at Halloween and just like popping them out of out of their little packaging was
Yeah,
fun.
those are pretty fun. Yeah.
Um, but other than that, I don't think I've had a Whopper in ooh, um
How
like
specific you getting?
6 7 years
Yeah.
maybe.
Hmm.
Um, and I don't think I'd miss them if I never had them again. Chips Ahoy Chewy, yeah, they're kind of fucking gross. I like the texture of them,
Mm.
um, but yeah, they just taste like gross chemicals that I probably should not be putting in my body. Um, and like that other products hide that flavor. I don't know how they don't do that and how
Yeah.
they're still so popular and sold, but yeah, I was just like, I don't know. I'd probably go with Whoppers here just because Chips Ahoy Chewy are just kind of icky.
Mm.
But yeah, that's not like a
Yeah, it's a titan of a matchup.
yeah. Here. But here we go.
Ooh,
A weird, closer one. But
yeah,
here we got M&M's versus Reese's Pieces or Reese's Pieces weirdos.
yes.
Uh, I love both of these. Honestly, I'm a big fan of M&M's. Most of the flavors. I was kind of a peanut M&M hater for a while.
Mm,
Um, but they've grown on me over the years. But those peanut butter M&Ms, oh,
those are good.
banger.
I mean,
Pretzel
there's
M&Ms, bangers. Caramel M&Ms, bangers.
yeah.
Mini M&Ms in the tube,
Ooh.
baby. Don't even get me started on that shit.
So,
Um,
okay, just for criteria's sake, are we talking about all those when we say M&Ms, or are we just going classic M&Ms here?
I think we should just go classic M&Ms.
Okay, I agree.
Um, I am a big I'm a big fan of just regular M&Ms as well. I think they're good. They're classic candy. Um, but Reese's Pieces have become my movie theater snack.
Mm.
They are the candy that I get every movie. I get Reese's Pieces and an icy, and that's what I do, and that's how I have a good time. Um, when I go see Dune 2 with my dad, and I get that sexy popcorn bucket,
Yeah.
uh, I'm gonna uh, I'm gonna be having a good time 3 ways,
Mm-hmm.
and I
Nothing,
love. I don't
nothing
know,
to
man.
do with your dad. Just to clarify
Nothing
that.
to do with my. Nothing to do with my. No, 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 no. I'll be enjoying the movie. I'll be getting head from a popcorn bucket. I'll be eating Reese's Pieces, drinking an icy, and watching Timothy Chalamet and Austin Butler fight.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I want in life, other than love. But um, yeah. And also having that Reese's peanut butter in those the little bits. Um, I love that. I love that. So, and I'm a peanut butter whore. So, I'm gonna go Reese's Pieces here, but I do love an M&M.
All right. Um, I'm not as much of a peanut butter whore, but I love Reese's Pieces. Reese's Pieces are kind of the exception to that. For me, I don't come across a lot of people who are like this, but for me, there's a limit to my peanut butter. Like I can only have so much before I'm like, ugh, this is like kind of gross. Um, but Reese's Pieces never hit that for me. It's a perfect balance between slight little chocolate shell and then just the peanut butter processed goodness of the inside. Um, and yeah, I mean, I'm with you on that. This has kind of always been my go-to candy for like a long time. Like if I just don't know what to get, I'm probably getting Reese's Pieces. Um, it's really good. And classic M&Ms, they're okay. I agree that all the flavors are bangers. All the maybe not all of them, but the popular offshoots are very very good. I think regular ones are just kind of okay. Um, but yeah, Reese's Pieces and something special. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Cool. All right. I knew you weren't a peanut butter whore, so
Yeah.
but I figured that's like there enough moderation line
Yeah.
that you're like okay, but all right, cool. Now we got cookie dough bites versus Chips Ahoy classic.
All right. Um, you were talking about your movie theater candy. My movie theater candy has been the cookie dough bites for a long time.
Mm.
Specifically, the little ones in the box is what I meant when I pitched this one.
Yeah,
For those who may not know, but yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I'm just kind of obsessed with these. I'm a big cookie dough fan in general. I think cookie dough is very, very good. And it's just I don't know. I love them every single bite I have of one of these. And yeah, Chips Ahoy Classic, it's good. It's a lot better than the Chewy. I don't know why the flavor is so different between the two, but Chips Ahoy Classic, they're good. I like them. But absolutely cookie dough bites for me here.
mm. I think I've had cookie dough bites like twice in my life, but I've loved it every time. I love cookie dough. Um, I love cookie dough ice cream. I love just eating raw cookie dough. That
Mm,
that risk of the salmonella.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
uh, I'll I'll do it till it gets me. But I love cookie dough. And Chips Ahoy Classic, they're fine. I much prefer an Oreo,
Mm,
which we might see later on. But
we'll see.
we'll see. But yeah, I love a cookie dough. So I'll have cookie dough bites and move on.
Hell yes, thank you. Oh, that means next. Oh gosh, we're gonna have a battle.
Maybe.
Oh, never mind. I thought it was going up against Reese's Pieces next round.
All right, that was a long first round, but there's still new stuff. So,
Hell yeah.
uh, buddies, we got cinnamon roll versus oatmeal cream pie.
Mm. I'm refreshing myself on cinnamon roll real quick, so you can
I'm
go.
just when I say cinnamon roll, I'm thinking more like
Oh,
Cinnabon kind of thing.
oh, okay. Okay,
Um,
like that. I thought it
yeah,
was. I thought it
yeah.
was a specific, like, kind of like the oatmeal cream pie or something.
Oh no. Uh, I was thinking of just like putting like honey bun or whatever in there,
Yeah.
but I don't like honey buns all that much. But a cinnamon roll, ooh, baby,
I'm not sure if
oh,
I've even ever had a honey bun.
really?
I don't know. Maybe I have.
That's surprising. They're like
I know what
the
they
yellow
are.
fish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. All
Hmm.
right.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I love a cinnamon roll. I love like the ones you can get even at Jewel in that little like in that little black tin with the clear top to it.
Hmm.
Just that cream cheese frosting and that really and just that nice flaky pastry. If they're warmed up, oh, don't even get me started. Um, my stepmom makes really good cinnamon rolls. They're a nice homemade treat. They're nice just getting from the grocery store or like Cinnabon or whatever. They're super good. I love oatmeal cream pies. Um, but I don't know, man. Cinnamon rolls. Whew, I'm gonna go cinnamon roll.
Yeah, I mean, cinnamon rolls are very good. For me, it all really depends. Excuse me. All really depends on the type of frosting that's on it. Sometimes I don't love. I'm not huge on all frostings. Not all frostings are created equal for me. But cinnamon rolls, they are very good. I love the cinnamony taste. I also love them when they're warm. I remember, was it? I think it was for season 6 of Better Call Saul. They did a little promo with Cinnabon,
Oh
um,
yeah.
and you can get like a cheaper thing or something. And I got one of those at our mall nearby because there's a Cinnabon in there, and ate it, pretended like I was Gene Takovic. It's pretty great. Um, but yeah, I mean that's probably the last time I had a cinnamon roll. I think, or I think Vince made them one time at the apartment. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't quite say they're one of my favorite things in the world, cinnamon roll, but they are very good. And if you remember oatmeal cream pie, I'm just kind of like whatever on. So it is cinnamon roll for me as well.
Yeah, it's just I'm not like always huge on sweet breakfast, but if I'm having a cinnamon roll for breakfast, I'm a happy man.
Yeah.
All right. Next we got two gummies.
Yeah.
We got snacks versus gummy bears.
Fruit snacks, just for audio listeners. You kind of cut out there for a sec, but yes.
Fruit snacks if you can't read. Uh,
Hey,
and you're
audio
not
listeners,
listening.
audio listeners, come
um, I love fruit snacks. Any shape or form, a fruit roll up, a fruit by the foot, a just a regular ass gummy, regular ass fruit snack. Um, any brand really, any
I wouldn't
like
go that far.
characters.
There's some pretty bad fruit snacks.
Well, yeah, that's true.
But most of
Um,
the main ones are good ones.
yeah, like Welch's.
Yeah.
Um, those classic Scooby Doo fruit snacks that everyone talks about. The Blue Scooby, the best
Mm-hmm.
fruit snack on the planet.
Now those taste
Um,
different. Those taste different.
but I love a fruit snack, and also like the Walmart Smiley fruit snacks. I don't know if you've ever had them,
That
but
sounds from. Oh, I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
yeah, the one of the best textured fruit snacks I've ever had,
Yes,
and
yes, yes, yes,
the
yes, yes.
flavor, yeah, the flavors are so good. There was a sour version. I love fruit snacks. Man, gummy bears really have nothing on them, really, for me. So
Yeah, I mean, I won't lie. When we went into this, I was thinking of going gummy bears, but you kind of swayed me. Maybe it was those smiley Walmart fruit snacks. I saw those again. I'm like, God damn, those are good. um, but there are a lot of really good fruit snacks, and I do think I could probably have more fruit snacks than I could gummy bears. There is more of a, as I've had my controversial take of sweet foods not having much variety between them, I do think fruit snacks are kind of an exception to that.
yeah,
Because they have such like a vivid flavor of the fruit in them, which I love, especially like the Welch's ones. Um, so yeah, I think yeah, you swayed me going fruit snacks here.
my pro debate skills should have been on the debate team.
Yeah,
Oh, what the fuck happened?
not the tech
Update.
team though.
All right. Jesus, where am I? All right. Now we got Skittles versus Boston cream donuts.
Really is
Another
an
weird.
outlier. Yeah.
um, I like a Skittle. I think they're good on occasion. But they're not one that I usually go for. I usually go for the sour version
Sounds about right.
because I'm a sour guy.
Hmm.
But yeah, Boston cream donuts, like I was raving about before. I love those motherfuckers. So
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably going Boston cream donut here again, but Skittles, they have my respect. They're good. But it isn't really close to a Boston cream donut.
I will say, get rid of the lime again. Bring back the green apple.
They're all the same
Skittles
flavor, so
treat to you, sure, but dude, the grape tastes so different from cherry. I don't know what the fuck you're. Anyway, Boston cream donuts. Move on.
Oh, by the way, why did we have a chip in the first round? A chocolate covered chip.
Oreos versus Sour Patch Kids.
Um Ooh. Damn. I think you're gonna hate me here possibly, because I know Sour Patch Kids are your bitch, but I mean
they
Oreos,
are my,
man.
they are my bitch. Yeah.
I love Oreos. I mean, I don't think that's a controversial take or anything, but
No.
very good, especially double stuffed prime Oreo. The prime filling and cookie ratio. Um, but I mean, it has to go to that for me. I mean, I love the cookie, I love the cream, I love everything about it. It makes me feel good, even though it should make me feel bad. Sour Patch Kids I think, are good. I do like them. I like the watermelon ones a lot. Um, but I'm also not as big into sour things as you are. But Oreos,
Yeah.
man, I love Oreos. That's a front runner for me. So I don't know.
Yeah. Hey man. I won't disagree with you there. Oreos are Milk's favorite cookie, and that might
Mm-hmm.
just be my favorite cookie. Um, when it comes to like store bought things, at least, um, I think that it's a perfect cookie. I honestly just prefer normal Oreos to any other kind.
Really?
Yeah, like double stuff is okay, but anything after that, a little too much.
Here's the question though. Are you more of a cookie guy or are you more of a cream guy?
Uh, honestly, I'm more of a cookie guy.
That makes
I think.
sense because I'm a little bit more of a cream guy.
Are you?
You know me. Um, yeah.
um, yeah. It's like, yeah. I love an Oreo. I don't even need milk for those fuckers. I'll just shove them down my gullet. I don't care.
Yeah.
Um, I do love Sour Patch Kids. They are one of my favorite candies, but they honestly they're different from each other, but they're on like the same level of love from me.
Hmm.
Um, and right now, if I had Sour Patch Kids or Oreos in front of me, I'd probably go with Oreos. So right now, I'm gonna go with Oreos.
All right.
Shocker, but
honestly think Oreos are one of the best like snack inventions ever. Like
Yeah,
they're kind of goated.
I
So,
agree. I agree. And fuck Chewy Chips Ahoy. Have you tried Oreo Cakesters?
no, I don't think so.
Those are good.
Oreo
They're not like
cakesters?
yeah, they're not the same. Like they're not like soft batch Oreos.
Oh,
They're
I've
just
seen these. Yeah.
yeah. They're good. They're very good. You should try those. But
Yeah.
anyway, next we got one of the best recent candy inventions of all time: Nerds gummy clusters versus Twizzlers.
Yeah, so I'll just say real quick, I think I've only ever had Nerds gummy clusters once. It was sometime, dang, that must have been a while ago because I think that was like when you first came to campus. But
Mm.
we like both got candy at like our bookstore on campus, and then you had me try one, and it was very good. I did really like it a lot. Um, and even I think I liked it to an extent where I would put it over Twizzlers. So
Yeah.
I don't know why I haven't
Uh,
had it since, but it's very good.
Nerds gummy clusters are just Nerds rope, which is a goaded thing that I don't think gets talked about enough and like isn't around really.
Hmm.
I mean, it is probably, but you just don't see it outside of like Easter time. I feel, um, which is a weird. But I love the whatever gummy they use for the gummy clusters and the rope is like so good for no reason.
Yeah.
And like nerds on their own, fine, they're fine. But once you put those things on a piece of gum, um, they ascend.
Yeah.
And while I love Twizzlers, Nerds gummy clusters, like I said, one of the best recent candy inventions, and I'm so glad that people love them because I hope they never go away.
Yeah.
But yeah, gotta be Nerds gummy clusters.
Cool.
Maybe. Next we got Swedish Fish versus Whoppers.
How did you Okay, so
I
like
just I put them in and I shuffle. That's all
I
I do.
know, but it's the order that you had these because all three of these were ones I kind of put in as red herrings because I don't really like Swedish fish that
Oh
much.
really?
No, I'm not. I don't. I don't know. It's kind of another case of I feel like Swedish fish to me tastes like how people describe Twizzlers, just like
Oh
plasticky and just like really artificial. Like
yeah.
I really don't like the taste of Swedish fish. So even though I think Whoppers are mid, I'm still gonna vote for them again.
Um, the Swedish Fish were always my older brother's favorite candy,
Mhm.
and when I was younger, I was like, "What? Why?" But in recent years, they've kind of had a resurgence in me. I got them. I got them one time, and I was like, you know what? These are kind of good. I don't know what it is. I like the texture of them. I like that strawberry esque flavor that they go for. And I love the shape. Hey, I love that little fish, the little guy.
Mhm.
He's cool.
Yeah. Snap
And
that smiles
Whoppers,
back.
yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
I don't know how they didn't get to that one before Goldfish, but
Yeah.
uh, um, but yeah, I honestly Whoppers, like I said, I wouldn't be sad if I never had them again. So I'm going Swedish Fish, and I
Wow.
think I win that
You
agreement.
do win
So
that one. Congratulations.
you're
Maybe
welcome.
that's
Thank you.
one I should try again because I don't think I've had one since childhood. I just remember
Mm,
really disliking them. So, I don't know.
yeah. Yeah. You know what? No time like the present, Mike.
I guess so. I'm gonna buy one on pod. You're gonna come with me on a drive.
Perfect. Uh, Next we got Sour Skittles versus Reese's Pieces. Um,
This
like I
one's
said,
oh, you go, you go.
oh, that's okay. Like I said, if I'm going for a Skittle, it's going to be Sour Skittle. They are the only thing that I've ever eaten that's fucked up my mouth more times than I can really, um, you know, count. I have a vivid memory of going to the Museum of Science and Industry in Chicago and getting these out of a vending machine. And like an idiot child that I was, I decided to suck on them instead of just eating them.
Oh,
And the way that the citric acid on these things fucked up my mouth for days, I'll never forget. And I never did it again. But they didn't lose any love in my heart for them. So I love a sour skittle, but like I said, Reese's Pieces are my go-to movie theater candy, and I love that Reese's peanut butter. So I'm gonna go Reese's Pieces here.
yeah. Your sour Skittles story kind of reminds me of I'm not sure if you remember Spencer from The Creatures, but they did like a video where he like had like I don't know, like a mouthful of warheads or something like that.
Oh yeah,
And it
and they
like
made his mouth big.
yeah, it like actually made his mouth bleed. Like, kind of reminded me of that. Um,
Yeah. Didn't he go to wasn't that on stream and he had to go to like the hospital or whatever?
you know what? It might have been. It might have been. Yeah.
Yeah,
Crazy.
man.
Um,
I've also been getting creature stuff on my TikTok.
really? I haven't had
Yeah.
that. I had that like 2 years ago or something, but anyways, this one's pretty easy for me. I've had sour Skittles a couple times. They're good. I, again, I'm not huge on sour things. I think they're they're all right. Reese's Pieces for me here.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right.
Damn. All right. Next we got Swiss rolls versus cookie dough bites. You know what Swiss roll is?
Oh, wait, I think so. I'm looking it up right now. Swiss roll. Oh God, yeah. Woo. All right.
Well, you
That's
can talk first.
I mean, that's just a good pick. For me, I remember for us when we went to church when I was little, there were two services, and in between services there was like a coffee hour where like we go, I don't know, out into like the hall area and there's coffee and then a bunch of little like sweet snacks for the kids and stuff like that. And Swiss rolls were one of the ones they had there a lot. And oh my gosh, I just love the way these things like just break apart when you eat them. Like the way it breaks apart is just like satisfying. It's such a nice texture to the chocolate and the cake, and
Yeah,
the sweet cream in it too. It's very very
yeah.
good. But I also love me some cookie dough bites. Man, I honestly think I may go with the Swiss rolls here. That is like
Uh,
I completely forgot about those, but that's like one of the best. I don't know if that's Little Debbie or what the hell those are, but those that's like kind of the best thing in that genre that I can think of right now. So yeah.
yeah, Swiss rolls are like I think what Little Debbie calls them, but they are. But I think that like yeah, they're like a big like Hostess has this form of Swiss roll and like stuff like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm a sucker for cream filled like cakey things.
Mm.
And Swiss rolls are no exception. I love the texture of them, like you were saying, the little chocolate coating on them, that the way it like flakes off, kind of, and you just have
Yeah.
that little treat as well. Um, it's yeah, I'm a sucker for Swiss rolls. And I'm kind of surprised they beat out cookie dough bites for you, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm going Swiss rolls as well because those things are delicious.
It is a well-made sugary pastry.
They really
I
are.
guess most
They really
pastries are sugary, but like,
are.
you know,
Yeah.
factory
All right.
pastry, I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Next we got another back to the rolls. We got cinnamon roll versus fruit snack.
It's again a very wild matchup here.
It
Um,
is.
hmm, cinnamon roll and fruit snacks. I have to think about these in their own leagues here. Um,
Yeah.
I mean, we're kind of getting repeat ones now, so we can somewhat go a little quicker if we don't have as much to say. But
Yeah.
I think fruit snacks for me, the way you talked about them last time, kind of made me reopen my heart a little bit to
Mm.
them, and I think it just barely edges out cinnamon roll for me here.
Yeah. I think I agree. Cinnamon rolls are like a good like sometimes thing.
Right.
Um, Not like it's like a few times a year you can have a cinnamon roll and like still feel good about it.
Yeah.
Um, but fruit snacks, I could eat those anytime and feel perfectly fine with it, and eat like multiple packs at the same time and feel completely okay. So,
Yeah, I
uh,
think while I don't like hate the inclusion of cinnamon roll on here, I think it does kind of fail in being a snack in that way, for the snack
yeah,
break.
that is true. That is true.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. My
No,
bad.
I just said I don't hate it being here.
All right. Next we got Boston cream donut versus Oreos. I think Boston cream donut has run its course.
Yeah.
Um, Oreos are just goated.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's a
and while
Titan.
Boston cream donuts are goated in the donut world, donut, if you will.
Go go nutted.
um, Oreos are just that bitch, so
Yeah.
gotta be Oreos.
Yep. Agreed.
And then next we got Nerds Gummy Clusters versus Swedish Fish.
This one's easy for me.
Me too.
All right. There's gummy
Nerd Gummy
clusters.
Clusters. I like
Still,
a Swedish Fish, but they're on nowhere near the same playing field as Nerds Gummy Clusters.
I still can't believe my three red herrings got put in the same categories.
Yeah, that was fun. Oh, ooh.
Ooh.
Reese's Pieces versus Swiss Rolls.
I know I talked up those Swiss rolls before. Um, and I did talk up how Reese's Pieces going against cookie dough bites would have been hard. But like honestly, this one's like kind of a clearly Reese's Pieces for me.
Yeah,
Strangely.
yeah. I think I agree. Reese's Pieces are just a fantastic candy, and Swiss Rolls is like, yeah, I'll buy them once in a while, but I I don't know, man. Reese's Pieces are always there. They're always there for you.
They're always there for you, yeah.
So yeah, I'll go with you. I'll go
Cool.
with you there. Ooh. Reese's Pieces. Moving on, and we're in our final four here.
All
We
right.
got fruit snacks versus Oreos.
I mean, it's kind of clearly Oreos again for me here.
Yeah,
Fruit snacks are
in terms
great.
of S,
Yeah.
yeah. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say fruit snacks are great and they come in great varieties. Shout out Scooby, love you, man.
Yeah.
But you know, Oreos just they hold an elite spot here.
Yeah. In terms of like after school snacks, um, or even like school lunch snacks, you get those little packs of Oreos and fruit snacks, and those are great childhood things.
Mm,
But yeah, I don't know, man. Oreos, bro.
Oreos, bro.
There's just something about them. I don't know what they did, but
Yeah,
they
they
they,
perfected a formula.
they really did. All right. Next we got Nerds Gummy Clusters versus Reese's the Pieces.
Ooh, this one's probably a little hard for you.
Yeah, it is. But at the same time, I don't know. Right now, Nerds Gummy Clusters, they're a little newer to the game. While they've been around for a few years, they're still, newbies.
Mm,
And while I do love them, and they have skyrocketed in my in my ranking of like candies that I like, it's very different, um, like forms of candy. Um, so like, and right now I'm feeling more of like a sweeter, not like sweeter in the sense of like chocolatey peanut buttery kind of thing.
which one's he
So
gonna choose?
I am feeling these pieces because they are, like I said, they're always there for you.
Yeah,
So
I mean, I would go with that one too. I just need to have the gummy clusters more. They are very, very good. Definitely go and try them if you haven't. I need to have
mm,
them again, but yeah, Reese's Pieces is too much of a classic for me to not choose there.
yeah, for sure. All right.
I would.
The pe-
I feel like we may have talked about this before, but Reese's Pieces to me are like far superior to even a Reese's.
you- You've said that before. I disagree, but
Yeah.
yeah, I do love Reese's Pieces, which is
Ooh.
why
Okay.
final two.
I don't know why this is shocking to me, but
uh, you want to talk through your feelings on this one first?
yeah, sure. I mean, I'm trying to think. I should have been thinking about this preemptively, but I wasn't. And seeing it actually made it real. Um, the feeling really sank in. Um, I don't know. I think these are both like just fantastic. Some of the best creations for a sugary candy, which I mean that's what we're looking for in the sweet snack brack. Um, I don't know. Like I love, like I said, I am a cream guy for the Oreos, but they got that
Yeah.
they, they got that great cookie to them as well. It's a double package and they're very good.
Mhm.
I okay. I think because it's just such a perfect pairing, that's what makes the Oreos so special.
Mm.
Reese's Pieces, I'll be honest, I don't really taste the chocolate when I eat them. I mean,
There
maybe
is
maybe slightly.
Mike. There's no chocolate in Reese's Pieces.
Isn't it a chocolate shell?
No, it's just candy shell.
Oh. Are you sure the brown ones aren't flavored chocolate?
No, I'm pretty sure it's just a candy shell with peanut
Yeah, I know,
butter.
I know. But
Hold on, our Jamie is looking it up right
we got a Jamie now. Hell yeah.
now. Yeah,
I could have sworn it was.
no chocolate whatsoever.
Wow. Okay. Well, that completely gets rid of that argument I was thinking about. Um,
Sorry to.
I still think I do appreciate an Oreo a little bit more than I do a Reese's Pieces. Like Reese's Pieces are fantastic. I love them to death. I love them to pieces, if you will. But uh, Oreos are just one of God's, perfect things on this planet. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. God really popped off with Oreos.
Yeah, on the seventh day he made Oreos. I mean,
Yeah, and hey,
that's
been around since the Sabbath or whatever.
sure.
I, yeah, I know Bible things.
Yeah.
But yeah, I gotta agree with you there. Reese's Pieces, they're great. They're fantastic. We've talked them up this entire time. Um, but like you were saying, I am more of a fan of the cups and the pieces. And while the pieces are perfect in their own sense, Oreos are on another level of perfect.
Hmm.
Whoever invented those things,
Thank you for censoring yourself.
yeah, sorry. I feel like I've sworn too much this episode, so I'm just trying to. The I don't know, whoever created those is a god in their own sense, and it was God, as we have
Yeah.
uh, have stated. So
Mhm.
yeah, it's got to be Oreos. It's got to be Oreos. Fantastic, fantastic thing.
Yes, sir. All
All
right.
right, and the winner of Snack Brack 2, we got
Oreos.
Oreo.
Woo. Well deserved. Well deserved. Only two disagreements. Very even.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Did
one. Hmm?
what one Snack Brack one? Was it hard pretzels?
I do not remember.
Hold on, let me
um.
see.
Oh, you
I can
still
go
got
back.
you got them all saved.
Got them all saved.
Oh, that's good. That's one perk of
What?
having to do it on a
What?
whiteboard.
Yeah.
Oh, it was hard pretzels. What was it between? Was it between or the Fritos?
Bugles.
Bugles, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. But if you ever want to see a winner here, just let me know because I got them all. You got them
It's
all.
okay.
Um, but yeah. All right. Snack Brack 2 winner is Oreos.
Is Oreos. Yes. Sorry, I was also I was also stop watching you. uh cool. Well, do you have any other things to add on to our little episode here before we get into song of the week?
No, not really. Just interested to see what you pick.
All right. Well, last week I wasn't able to pick something from the Kodeka album because of our artist analysis, and there was a lot of Weezer that week. Um,
Yep.
but speaking of Weezer, though, there was a song on the Quadeca album called Texas Blue, and we all know Blue belongs to Weezer.
Yeah.
But thank you, thank you. But yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I really love that. It was the closer to the mixtape, Texas Blue with Kevin Abstract. All right, that was Texas Blue by Quadeca featuring Kevin Abstract. What did you think of that, Colin?
And that was nice. That was sweet. I like the production on it. I like that little piano line that was in there. Thought they both sounded really nice on it. I've heard of Kevin Abstract, but I don't think I've ever heard anything
I'm not.
from
I'm
him.
not sure if I have either. I know he was a big part of Brockhampton.
Okay.
That's about all I know about him, honestly.
Yeah, but I thought it was cool. I can definitely see it working as a closer. So, um, yeah, I thought it was very sweet, very nice.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that mixtape goes through a lot of different genres and sounds and a lot of genre blending and stuff, which is really cool. That one felt very Black Country New Road almost to me. Felt kind of
Yeah.
a little similar to something like The Place, Ranger and the Blade, kind of a little bit. But I don't know. I really love the production, like you were saying too. I really love the melodies that it's been stuck in my head all week. I'll be honest. You know that whole thing. Uh,
Yeah.
I really love that song. I think that's one of the best ones on there. But yeah, cool. Well, what do you think for this week?
Uh, just trying to see. All right. Well, the only thing I really listened to other than 21 Pilots this week was a Spoon Division.
Mm.
So, and it, with 21 Pilots inevitably being on the um, playlist again next week,
What?
uh, I figured I would go with something off of here. And listening to the album again and hearing Infatuation for the first time since it came out, I remembered how much I like that song. So I'm going to go with Infatuation by I Don't Know How But They Found Me.
Cool.
All right, that was Infatuation by I Don't Know How But They Found Me. What'd you think, Mike?
Yeah, I like that song. That's definitely my favorite of the singles. Wouldn't quite say I love it as much as I would love to, but I do like it a lot. I think the chorus is very strong, and it's got some good catchy parts to it, good switch ups, and good good songwriting and stuff. I like it.
Mhm. Yeah, I like Don singing on that one a lot,
Yeah.
and I just like the feeling of it. I like the horns on it. And, uh, it just feels like a nice, groovy, boppy kind of time. And I do think that it could have ended 20 seconds sooner, but
Yeah,
uh,
we both kind of chose songs with long fade outs.
um, but yeah, I don't know. I like that song a lot. Listening to the album, I was like, oh, I do like that song. It was a nice time. Much better than Gloomtown Brats, whatever
Yes.
he was thinking with that one. I don't know. I don't know. Uh, but yeah, I like Infatuation a lot. And yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Well, if you don't have anything else for us, I think we can head on into our nice little outro that we,
Mm-hmm.
our nice little concise outro that we love to do. Um, yeah, cool. Well, if you're listening on streaming services, thank you very much. I
Love
spoke.
Death.
We love you to death. I spoke to you earlier. You're very welcomed and loved around here.
Of course.
And yeah, but you can come on over to YouTube where you can see our beautiful festive profile pictures. Um, and we're under the same name, Broken Boys, capital NBOIS. And yeah, come check out those. And you can also get links to the Song of the Week playlists, that segment we just did, where you can listen to Infatuation by I Don't Know How But They Found Me, or Texas Blue by Quadeca and Kevin Abstract. You can find those in the playlists we got down there. We got one for me, we got one for Colin, and we got one for all of our stuff combined, along with all of our artists that we love to have, or all our artists, all of our guests that we that we love to have. Maybe one day. Well, I guess
Maybe.
we have one artist on here, Plaintive,
Yeah.
but
Mhm.
um, yeah, we'll see if we can book him again.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but
He's a busy guy.
yeah, he is. His rates were high too, but
Ah, oof.
um, full of himself. But yeah, I got those. We also got links to our socials. For me, I make music under the name Plaintive. It's an awkward
Oh,
transition. Surprise! Uh, when the bit gets unraveled in the next sentence.
damn it, damn it, damn it.
Shit. Um, under the name Plaintive. You can go find that on Spotify and Apple Music. Like I said, new stuff's being made, and will be released at some point soon-ish. So catch up
Yeah,
on your
yeah.
plaintive lore, coping mechanism, you know, movie scores on there too if you insist. But yeah, I got those. I have my album of the year page where I rate and review music. I have my Instagram down there. I have my piano page. I will have another Leve piano cover up at some point. I just haven't been mentally well enough to do that.
Yeah.
We got that. And I think that's it for me. Oh, I am
Oh.
in proximity to you, dear viewer, in this scenario that I am making up right in my head. Um, I am. So, you, dear viewer, as you know, you are in line at the movie theater right now listening to this podcast. Um, and I'm right behind you with my favorite movie theater snack, the Boston cream donut. Uh, I'm just there waiting to see Dune 2. Um, yeah.
Yeah.
And Colin over there, he also is in proximity to you. But before we get to that, he runs our socials. He runs our Twitter page where he updates when our episodes are released, and he also runs our TikTok where he posts funny little clips that we have on here occasionally. And yeah, he also has an album of the year page where he rates and reviews music, a letterbox where he rates and reviews movies, and he's got an Instagram page where he rates and reviews albums, along with music and all that. Um, yeah. And what would you say your proximity is to our dear viewer?
Well, I am also at the movie theater. I'm in front of the viewer in line,
Mm-hmm.
and um, I am buying my favorite movie theater snack, uh, Oreos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Unorthodox, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm asking the poor, you know, movie theater employee if they can uh, give me just the empty bucket, but fill it with butter.
Yeah.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and they're not going for it, but I'm gonna keep trying.
Okay.
So
You're kind of holding
uh,
up the line. That's why we're behind you, both me and the
yeah,
viewer. Yeah.
um, I need it. They don't need to know why, but I need it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But
And what are you gonna do to get it?
um, well, once I settle on just buying the bucket and filling it with butter myself,
Mm-hmm.
that I have out in the car.
Bring your own butter.
I'm going to turn around to say sorry and to make up for that, holding up the line. Um, I'm going to come in for a hug, whether you're ready or not. And you with that that Boston cream donut just
Mm-hmm.
hanging out of your mouth, you're gonna catch on and come and hug them from behind as well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, me in front, Mike from behind. We're gonna encapsulate you, and me with my. I haven't eaten the Oreos yet, but I do have them. Bucket and Oreos in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Buttered bucket.
Not yet, but
Oh, okay, yeah, sorry. Yeah.
pre-buttered bucket,
Yeah.
and Mike's chocolatey creamy mouth. We're gonna we're gonna make the fuck out right next to your head, in line, holding up the line even more.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I know people just can't wait to see Dune 2, and I'm right there with them. But this is more important
Mm-hmm.
because this is the love cage, baby.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Title
be
card.
real.
Jeez, that was cinematic as hell.
Yeah, I mean we're at the movies, so um, yeah, it's the love cage. Big hug, big kiss. Um, and if you want your very own, you could drop your address in the comments below, and we will find you. You won't know when, you won't know where, but we will fulfill that love cage no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And then after you receive one, you're gonna be like, I don't know how, but they found me.
ah, still in here, but
Yep, I did. So did the audience. See you next week. Bye.